Speaking at the 2022 to 2023 Budget Midterm Review Stakeholder Consultation at Rundu, Shiimi said some projects have little to no impact on people's livelihoods. The Finance Minister added the situation requires regional councils and his ministry to better motivate their project proposals with an emphasis on impact outcomes. He was answering to questions on why some projects have lacked funding despite years being listed under government's development plan.
When the resources were there, we must also acknowledge that we undertook projects that may not have economic values. And therefore their development impact will be very small. So I don't think we should tell ourselves that every abandoned project should be continued. We have to assess which one is going to have an economic impact and which one may not have an economic impact, so that when we are prioritizing, we look at the ones that are going to help us with development.
The chairperson for the Kavango West Regional Council suggested that contractors who abandon projects must be blacklisted from participating further in public procurement. Joseph Shikongo added that some local contractors have deserted projects after receiving part or full payment.
Maybe it's not a punishment, it's just to reprimand them. You cannot run, you tendered, and you leave the project unattended. These are some of the challenges. There are many examples, be it health, facilities. A person don't finish, he run. But sometimes you find a person has been paid as if he finished. These are some of the, more especially, tenders that are being awarded in Windhoek, because you never know what is happening here.
He also suggested that awarding of and duty to monitor capital projects be decentralized to regional councils, which he says is within the council's capacity to implement. The Nkurunkuru Vocational Training Center, Garuhuva Clinic and Nkurunkuru District Hospital are among projects abandoned and on which construction is yet to commence in the Kavango West. Shamaturu Clinic, Vungu Vungu Dairy Farm and the Fisheries and Marine Resources offices at Rundu are others where construction has stalled for up to nearly a decade.